for those of you who are a part of this, are of this team, you're part of something called the Thousand Diamond Project. That's the name of my team, and it kind of, the name says it all. This is a project to create at least 1,000 diamonds, and with great reason. First of all, this project was created with the intent to do a lot of good. I think it's coming up on 4 years in February, but about 4 years ago, I hit Blue Diamond. And when I did, I spent maybe another year or so solidifying that rank. And then I retired, and I spent a good about 2.5 years retired. And during that time, I was kind of looking for, look, if you kind of consider this, think about how much you think about money and how much you think about needing it, if you don't have enough of it, or where it would go, all these different things. And then assume that you're getting enough money deposited into your account every month that you don't really ever need to think about money again. What would you do if you had that happen? And in my case, that happened. And after I hit Blue Diamond and I was able to retire, well, when the reason for your existence is no longer providing or figuring out ways of providing, then you typically want to give your life to different types of charitable organizations or philanthropic ideas that's where you can help this world become a better place in which to live. And that's kind of what I was doing. And one of the things that I was introduced to was an organization called Operation Underground Railroad, which helps free children from child sex trafficking. And that, to me, was the organization that I felt like I wanted to give all of my life to. And so that's where I was. Well, and my intention was to build a doTERRA team and kind of put it on the side, and then give my life to organizations such as OUR. And then about a year ago in September, this last September, a year before that, I was sitting in a doTERRA convention, and doTERRA announced the partnership between OUR and doTERRA. And my worlds kind of came back together. And instead of a desire of putting my team on the side like this and then giving my life to something like OUR, I thought it would be better. In fact, I realized I could do a lot more if I were to commit myself to creating an enormous team. And it was at that moment in my doTERRA journey that I actually was blessed with the vision of creating 1,000 diamonds, which at first was extremely difficult for me to even comprehend the magnitude of that. But the more I thought about it, the more I wanted to create 1,000 diamonds. And the reason for that is because of what one diamond represents. And if one diamond represents these things, then imagine what 1,000 diamonds can mean. And so a diamond represents someone who knows how to set goals and achieve them. I just spent last night at the first day of the year, on January 1st, I spent Monday evening with my kids teaching them about goals and the importance of setting goals and the elements of a good goal. And we talked about all kinds of different goals that I gave them different ideas of what it was. Well, as I was going through this, teaching them about these principles, I realized there really aren't very many people in this world that know how to set goals. And I even told my kids last night that I know a lot of adults who are afraid of setting goals. They don't like goals, and they're afraid to even set them just in case they fail. They're so afraid of failure that they would rather not set a goal. And so I was teaching my children this. Well, a diamond represents someone on this earth who knows how to set goals, how to create action plans and strategies of reaching the goal, and then having the discipline necessary to actually achieve the goal. A diamond also represents someone who is financially free, someone who wakes up every morning and the number one pressing thought on their mind is not how they're going to pay the bills and to take care of their financial needs. A diamond also represents someone who is willing to change, somebody who embraces the idea that they need to become the best version of themselves, someone who likes to read books and listen to self-development tapes and things like that, or CDs and audios. I guess you can tell how old I am. I went from tapes to CDs to audios. But anyway, a diamond represents someone who does that they're constantly seeking to learn and become the best version of themselves, because they realize that in order to lead a team, they need to first know how to lead themselves, how to master their mind, and therefore have the ability to bless the lives of others. And a diamond represents that. And therefore, a diamond also represents better parents. A diamond represents better spouses, stronger families, better members of a community. That's what a diamond represents. But now, because doTERRA is in this health and wellness field, a diamond also represents healing coming into so many people's homes. I don't know if you know this, but you hitting diamond means that you're going to have multiple, probably about 1,000 people that have the oils in their homes, with thousands of people that know how to use those oils to take care of their families. And so a diamond represents healing coming into homes. I don't know of anyone who really, really succeeds in doTERRA as a diamond unless they're willing to embrace the ministry of healing others. In my time in doTERRA, I've contemplated the miracles that I've seen the oils perform. And in my time, I have seen people who should be dead that are still alive. I've also seen people who could not walk that now walk. In fact, that person's on Jacqueline's team. I've seen people who could not see that now see. And I've seen people who could not hear that now hear. I've seen all of that in my time in doTERRA. And you going diamond, one person being diamond, means that kind of healing enters into hundreds, if not thousands, of homes. But a diamond represents even more than that, because of the way that doTERRA operates their company. All these oils come from somewhere. And there are farmers all around the world who produce the oils for us. Many of these people live in third world countries or are just getting by. Many of them have had family farms that have been going on for generations. When doTERRA arrives in these people's lives, they cut out all of the middlemen and pay those farmers more than they've ever been paid. In addition to that, in many of these areas, doTERRA also builds homes, builds schools and clinics and hospitals, and provides, and like I said, provides more stability and payment to those people than they've ever received. I mean, consider for a moment that frankincense, one of our most famous oils, comes from Somalia, that now has a hospital and schools. And in an area of the world where they typically do not allow women to be educated, 50% of the students are mandated to be girls. And so it isn't just, when you go diamond, yes, you're blessed by sharing that oil with somebody. Yes, they are blessed because they receive healing in their home. But the people who make that oil all over the world, in every part of the globe, also are benefited as a result of you being a diamond. But there's something much more, and that is that the proceeds from sales that go to the charitable arm of doTERRA make a massive difference. For example, Mentors International is an organization that helps lift people out of poverty through micro loans, where we give a woman in Africa that wants to start a business providing eggs to the village. We'll give her a small loan so that she can buy the chickens and the chicken feed to produce the eggs to the village. And as she receives compensation, she pays back the loan, and that same money is then loaned to someone down the street that wants to provide chicken feed in the village. And on and on and on it goes. Thousands of these loans have gone out to pull these third world countries out of economic depravity through free enterprise. And which is so important, because that helps the other things make sense. It also, you going diamond makes loans like that possible in all these third world countries. In addition, it means that organizations like Days for Girls happen, where people go around the world in certain areas and teach women about what's happening to their body when they have a period. Providing people that don't have disposable feminine hygiene products, but they give them cloth reusable ones. And then they also educate them. And wherever Days for Girls goes, the graduation rate of women skyrockets because the girls can stay in school. And you educate mothers, future mothers, you change the world. And now you going diamond actually represents the freedom of children from sex trafficking. I was doing the math on this. The average diamond will have about 1,200 people on their team. If half of those people were committed to ending sex trafficking by simply buying one bottle of Hope Oil a month, all $20, all proceeds go to Operation Underground Railroad. And that would mean that almost 30 children would be saved every year for you going diamond. And so that's what a diamond represents. And if that's what one diamond represents, then 1,000 diamonds means all of that times 1,000. Healing, entering in, going into millions of homes. And in fact, it would mean the freedom of every child caught in sex trafficking within 10 years. And so this is a program. We have different programs that are part of my team. There's a program for people that are just getting started, and this is this program. It's for elites, people that are trying to become an elite, and to solidify that rank and even potentially even premier within the next 90 days. And when you reach elite in the company, then you're ready for the next group, which is also a group that goes every 3 months. It's called the Quarterly Qualifiers Program. And in that group, we help people go from elite to silver and gold in the company over the next 90 days. And we call it the Qualifiers Program because people who are a part of it are qualifying to be part of something we call our annual 1,000 Diamond Project. Right now we have a project called the 2018 1,000 Diamond Project. And every diamond on my team has selected a handful of people. In some cases, it's just one person. In other cases, it could be 5 or 6. But every diamond is chosen just a handful of people in their entire organization that they are going to personally mentor to help make sure that they reach the diamond rank in the calendar year of 2018. Joey Hodges is one of those people I see on the phone here who is part of the 2018 1,000 Diamond Project, which means that she'll be diamond this year. And so hopefully you kind of understood that there's 3 groups, one for just people getting started, a group for getting people from elite all the way to silver and gold, and then a group to help those people become diamond. And with the intention of us fulfilling the mission of the 1,000 Diamond Project, which is to accomplish all the things that we've been discussing, creating 1,000 diamonds, bringing healing into millions of homes, lifting third world economies, and ultimately ending the trafficking of children. And if this is something that you would like to do, then it's real simple. Just take these weekly assignments very seriously. Come to these calls each week, anxious to learn and implementing what we teach. And we would love to take you from this group to the next group to the next group to where you can be a diamond and turn around and help others on their journey to be diamond to accomplish the mission of the 1,000 Diamond Project.